to town, and that was a big event because you knew that when she came, you were just going to be laughing until you cried. Bea was big with accents. She was great. You know, you'd go out to dinner with her, we'd have a whole conversation with people from everywhere in the world because she had all these accents, and she would make you laugh. And she had an amazing gift of, even at the age of, say, 6, 8, 12, whatever it was, she completely concentrated on you. She was interested in you, and she really made you feel like you were somebody worth talking to, even if you were 6, 8, 10, or 12. So that was a big event when she came, and I totally loved that. And of course, I thought that was because she was almost childlike herself. She was such a, ready to experience life. I thought she would relate so well to children. But it turned out that the older I got, she kept being able to relate to you no matter where you were. And I think the best thing she gave us, some of the things that I really appreciated the most, not only the insights, but those deep, deep laughing times that we had with her, just falling on the floor laughing with her. And I suppose if there were one thing I wish I could have given back, it would have been a little bit of cheer at the end.
Pictures from when I was maybe 6 months old, because Aunt Bea came to stay with my family, my mother and my father and me. I was just born, and Bea came and babysat me for at least 6 months in San Francisco, just after I was born. And so my mother's always asked about Bea, and then finally I moved out here in 1980, and I was introduced to first the Guruji, and then the Swamiji, and so I was introduced into Hinduism, Eastern religions, and it was all very interesting for me. And then as she got older and she was feeling bad, my wife Bella tried to help her to get out of the valley where she had a lot of complaints, so we got her to move down to Leisure World, where it's right near where I live. My mother is there, and it's very calm and peaceful and stable there. And so the last 2 or 3 years it was peaceful, but she wasn't particularly happy. And the thing I regret most is that I didn't sort of barge in on her more often, because she put the wall around her. Towards the end, her neighbor said she hardly even saw her, but they would talk on the phone a lot. So I thought, wow, I should have called her on the phone more often. But when I did, she would be sort of pushing me away. And it's the same regret I have with my dad. You have to barge in on family members. You can't let these walls separate you from people that are important. And Bea herself, she placed a lot of value in her friends, almost as if they were family. But towards the end, even they started going off on their own directions, and so just family is very important. And I hope that we all sort of, establish our close family bonds here, starting today, because I hardly know a lot of you. And I guess that's it.
Actually, Carla and I and our friend Alex, we were, I guess, the last who saw her alive. So it wasn't her birthday, last year, July 7th, and we took her out, for lunch or dinner, and she was very happy at the time. And then it was, of course, it was very shocking, like a month later that she was gone. So I didn't know her as long as you guys, but I remember when we were not married yet, and Carl brought me for Thanksgiving to Susan's house, and I saw her face, and I immediately fell in love with her. I don't know why. She had this kind of face, she smiled, and she accepted me already at that time as a part of the family, and she was always kind, and like you all said, she was, she liked to laugh, and she was just a very, peaceful person.
And my favorite joke of Bea's is the famous Malu joke, and Linda remembers this one. And this is one of these jokes that just went on and on and on. And it was about this thing called a Malu. And he just went on and on with this Malu.
Where's your wife?
She's right down there. And I'm gonna get you a Malu. The Malu's coming in the mail. It'll be here soon, the Malu. And you're thinking, what the hell is she talking about? But you just let her go, and the Malu will be in your mailbox soon. You remember this joke? And she's just waiting for you to say, "What's a Malu?" And then she says, "Nothing. What's a Malu?"
She liked the way I said, "I could have told you that." And the way that Bea said it, she said it with so much love and so much energy and life that it didn't even occur to me that I was saying that until she told me that I was saying that. And you know, I just loved her for that. And when I got hurt in 1982, Bea came to the house to help, you know, me convalesce. And I was a very difficult patient, and I was hurt bad, and I didn't let many people around me. And Bea was one of those people who, you know, she didn't intrude. She just came in, and she was a healer, and you know, she was a lifesaver. And you know, I didn't see her for a long time after that. And I wrote her a letter in June of 2006 after I got out of treatment. And she told me that she was having a few health problems, but that all the rest of the letter was asking about how I was doing and how Becky was doing and how the kids were doing. And all of her concern was about, you know, it was about us. And but she told me that we couldn't really come out to visit her right then because she really wasn't in a condition to have visitors. And I wrote back, and one of the things I had said was that when a person is estranged as I was from my own family because of addiction and basically being selfish, that, you know, I tend to think that I've fallen out of favor and out of love. And she wrote me back the sweetest letter and told me that that wasn't the case, that she always loved me. And, you know, I love Bea for that.